Wipeout 3.
Let me just say this about Wipeout 3. You know, 20 minutes of playing the game, it's like, okay, it's Wipeout.
I disagree. New tracks, bunch of new weapons. I love the force wall. You can shoot out an energy wall that the other players can ram into, and you stop them dead in their tracks. That's really cool. You've got 2-player split screen, and you've got analog control. And I've been waiting for analog control and Wipeout on a PlayStation for years, so I was very happy with this game.
The menu screens in this game are by far the ugliest menu screens you have ever seen in your entire life of playing video games.
If you like gray and black, though.
The other problem I have is that when you get in first place, Vic wouldn't know about it, but when you're in first place, you just get beamed constantly.
In first place.
You're never in first place.
I love it. They took it outside a little bit more. This one's not as dark and gloomy or dreary. There's not rain spattering as much. It's a happier future in this Wipeout. The vehicles are completely redesigned. There's all kinds of new shapes,
Yay,
new
they
styles.
all look like triangles.
No, there's squares.
Oh, there's some squares in there,
There's some square
I just saw the triangle.
You know what? It's definitely time to see this thing in a new system. You know, we want to see super clean, ultra high-res graphics in here. I can't wait for a PlayStation 2 version of the game. I'm a huge Wipeout fan. This was exactly what I was hoping I would get out of Wipeout. It's not much more, though. Give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Yes. I'm a huge Wipeout fan.
Wow.
I'd buy it in a second.
All right, I give it a 7 even, 7.0. It's Wipeout, and after a half hour, you know, it's like, okay, what's next?
I'll tell you what's next.
What's next?
Lego Racers.
It's Legos Racing.
Well, yeah, it's another, which is funny because it has a similar kind of gameplay to Wipeout. It's another race around, and you blow up your buddies, and there's all kinds of power-ups and weapons and stuff.
I mean, the cool thing is, if you're, you know, fan of Legos.
And you're a goof if you're not.
Who isn't? You can actually create your cars, and by putting the blocks on, and you have your chassis you can choose from, and little hats on.
Oh, yeah, you can totally customize your character and your car. I totally use the Diddy Kong racing style. You pick up 3 of the same Lego pieces, and then you've powered up your power-up, and you get more use out of it. So you can have bigger guns and more turbo boost.
The levels are cool. You got space level and the castle level and the pirate.
You got to have a 3D accelerator card.
That's right. That's right.
It looks fabulous. It really looks cool.
Looks great.
And it's if you're a big Lego fan, you're going to have a blast making all kinds of different combinations. If you stack all your Lego pieces on one side of the car, it'll tilt over to that side of the car every time you're making a corner.
It's a decent game. 7.5.
I would give it an 8. I'd definitely check it out. I'd pick it up for your PC.
Now, speaking of this game, though, we should also talk about Revolt.
Oh, Revolt.
Like I said, Revolt.
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 Tell them what it is. It's like it's an RC racing.
RC cars.
Yeah, you got these little wicked little toy cars. There's all kinds of varieties.
There's tons of different modes besides racing. Network play is
a multiplayer
the best way to play this game. The levels are amazing. You got toy stores, grocery markets.
You're at the toys perspective, so you get to go around all these huge things. So you're like in the neighborhood, the Toys in the Hood level. I love that. Jumping over curbs, and then over in the distance you can see sprinklers and basketballs will bounce in your way.
Before we go any further, Revolt is a great freaking game on the PC.
It's excellent on the PC.
But it's absolute trash
on the
N64 and the PlayStation.
They both are lame.
And I'll tell you the biggest thing is the graphics are horrible. I hated them both on the consoles.
I hated them both equally as well.
Exactly. If you have a PC, just get the PC version.
Excellent.
Don't even bother with
Here's
the
another example of these publishers trying to cash in. It should have just been made to perfection for one system.
Exactly. On the PlayStation, I give it a 5.5.
I give the PlayStation version a 5.
On the N64, it's a little easier to control. I give it a 5.8.
Give it a 5 on the N64 as well. Textures are so muddy and foggy, I couldn't tell where I was going half the time.
But on the PC, I give it an 8.7.
I give it a 9 on the PC.
Yeah,
it's a killer game.
On the PC.
Definitely check it out for the PC. We have Blue Stinger for the Dreamcast. Your favorite Dreamcast game so far.
Can I say something? Dialogue is awful.
Well,
the storyline is awful.
There's no
Even the character's name.
Can I talk?
Elliot Ballad. I'm not done yet.
Can I talk?
Elliot Ballad, a lead character for a name? This is an awful character name. Go ahead.
There's no pace to it at all.
The presentation's terrible.
You spend the first 20 minutes not doing anything. You walk down a hallway and there's just like nothing to do. You go find a key card, you open a door, and there's no excuse now because what do we've had? We've had Resident Evil, we've had Metal Gear Solid, we've had Tomb Raider.
Elliot Ballad is a character name?
Ouch.
You have to get indoors, okay? You have to get these access cards to get through doors. Well, But guess what? Just look at the dead body right next to all the doors, because more than likely, 90% of the time, they're the ones with the cards. So you pick up the card, you go in, you see these beasts that are just lying dead on the ground.
They look cool. The monsters and stuff, they look cool.
They suck.
They look cool.
No, they look cool. 7 arms coming out of them. They're crap.
They look cool.
You kill the guys, and check it out. Tokens fly off them like in Sonic, and you have to go collect the tokens.
With the sound.
And it even has the same sound.
The biggest disappointment with this game is that there really isn't anything to interact with.
I knew I was in trouble playing this game. When you cross this bridge, it pulls back, shows you the cinematic, and then all of a sudden, this dogs guy is like, oh, I'm going to follow you around for the rest of the game and be your buddy and protect you because you're a wimp, okay? And then the cinematic pulls away, and guess what? Dogs disappears. I mean, it's annoying. You pull the camera back, and all of a sudden, you see the character. On a scale to 1 to 10, I give this game my lowest score ever of all time on the Electric Playground. I give it a 1.3.
I'd give Blue Stinger a 4. I think it deserves a 4. All right, let's go, man. I want to get on this thing. Let's get out of here.
We can't talk about Blue Stinger some more?
No, we're done. Come on, let's go. Let's go do our dog's impression.
Woo! Blue Stinger blows! Hey, look, everyone. I'm on TV. Get it? I'm on TV. Rough crowd. It's a little hot in here, isn't it? Woo.